home, and then on top of that, we're shutting the doors and the windows, right? Well, we are locking in all kinds of air pollutants into our house, dust and dander and pollen, bacteria, I mean, all of it, dust mites. Whew. So how do you get it out of the air? You purify it, right? Because you don't want your lungs to have to do all of the work breathing that stuff in. Well, I am really proud to show you a smart deal from Dyson that not only uses pure HEPA filtration to purify the air, but it will also cool your house. It will also heat your house. So it does 3 things in one, which is so much bang for your buck because you will use this every day, every season, all year long. And because it's Dyson, you know it is jam-packed with technology. We are talking air multiplication, meaning you can heat or cool the entire room that you're in, or you can jet focus it, right? If you're a hot sleeper, or maybe it's a really cold room in the house, you can cut down on your energy bills because you're not having to heat or cool the entire house. You can just do it in the room you're in. Because it's a sleek design, which by the way, only weighs a little over 8.5 pounds, you can easily move it from room to room if you want to. Being bladeless means much safer, very easy to clean, but so much air being moved and cooled and heated and cleaned throughout your house. This one also comes with a remote control, which is magnetic, by the way, so it just sits right on top. You have timers, all kinds of great features that we're gonna show you, but it wouldn't be a smart deal if it wasn't a ridiculous value. And here is the crazy, amazing value. This alone, just the unit itself, day in and day out, everywhere you look in retail, $599.99. So already we are $200 ahead of the game. But then on top of that, not only are you getting the HEPA filter that comes with it, we're gonna send you a second HEPA filter, a $70 value. So now you're looking at least 2 years of air purification before you even have to think about purchasing another HEPA filter. This is amazing. So you are looking at a value of $669 for $399.99. Now, it's been a smart deal for the past couple of days, so I don't know how long it will last. We never do. It's always a temporary thing. It's just while supplies last. We have 5 flex payments on this as well and free shipping and handling. So we're gonna send it right to your door. You don't have to spend an extra cent to get it sent to you. And then you get to try it out for a full 30 days. And if you're not happy, you can always send it back. But on top of all of that, you know, you've got a great 2-year warranty on this, and you've got the Dyson name, which means quality, it means research, innovation, patents galore, and we have 3 colors to choose from as well. Right next to me is the black. In the middle, we have the white, and on the end, we have it in iron. So you choose which one you would like to get home. We're gonna welcome in Gemma Kent. She is live via Skype right now. Gemma, we've got our pinwheels out because these are so quiet. People won't believe that they're actually on unless we visually show them. Hi.
I know, it's like a magic trick. Hello, thank you for having me, Michelle. How are you?
I'm fantastic. You know, this is such a smart item to have in our home, not only for the heating and cooling, but the air purification. I mean, it really does do it all.
Absolutely. I love machines that are compact, but also multifunctional. So this machine really combines 3 of our most beloved features. You've got the heating, the cooling fan, and always the purification. But James Dyson put it best. He said multifunctionality should not mean compromise. So even though we've combined 3 of our beloved features, we haven't compromised any of the powerful airflow you've come to know from Dyson. So this is going to intelligently monitor your air and then purify, whether you're using it in the heating mode or the cooling mode. This is the lightest version that we have of our combo machine, and that's because we want you to be able to take it, as this person is, to the room that you're utilizing. It weighs less than 9 pounds, and it has a beautiful cord length of 5.9 feet, so it really gives you that versatility. Able to tilt and oscillate, so that means even though it's a desk machine, it means that you can actually place it on the floor or a tabletop. It's completely up to you because you have that versatility to tilt it upwards or downwards.
Nice.
Now, the mode I have to mention, Michelle, is the auto mode. I don't want to forget this because once you press that auto mode, you can set it and forget it because it's going to automatically monitor your air quality and then purify.
Wow. So we're already more than halfway through our quantity of what we brought in for a smart deal. The biggest thing is, I think we all know and love and trust the Dyson name. We've seen the products they bring us for our households and how above and beyond they go in terms of quality and innovation. The value, though, is such a great value. And the beauty of that is you get to save a ton. I mean, look at this. It's a $670 value that you're getting for $399. So, I mean, $270 of savings. And then on top of that, you get to get it home and use it right away and feel that difference because you can heat, you can cool in the summertime. You get that purification of the air. So if you have allergies or asthma, Gemma, I know there's some great certifications that Dyson is very proud of. Even if it's just for household odors, air purification is something you definitely want to have, especially considering we spend up to 90% of our time at home right now.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of us are spending time at home. I mean, I'm in the studio right now virtually. We're spending so much time at home. Our homes become our schools, our offices, and still our homes. So we want to make sure that we're purifying our air. The EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, says that our homes can be up to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. And that's because we're trapping it in with the closed windows and closed doors, especially during this time of year. Even in Florida here, we're closing and spending more time indoors. And we take about 20,000 breaths a day. So what the HP02 does, we've got a 360-degree glass HEPA filter. You can see there's no divide on the outside. It's completely pleated, so it'll capture those 0.3 microns, the pollen, the dust, the pet dander. But then on the inside, we also have that active graphite filter that's going to capture the odors and the gases. So it really is a double whammy. This goes into the unit, but we didn't stop there. There's a 360-degree filter, which is fantastic. As you can see in the studio right now, we're using fog to demonstrate those pollutants. It gets drawn in the base, and the air will then pass over this filter.
All right, but then we just turned it on.
You did? It's going to work really quickly.
And it goes fast. Okay, look, hi. Perfect demonstration. Did you guys even know I was back here? I mean, I love the demonstrations we get to do with Dyson, and we use smoke because that's the best way to visually see it. But think of all the things you can't see, right? The dust mites and the pollen and the dander. We talk about cooking oils, odors, the VOCs they talk about when you use things like hairspray and paint and household cleaners. All of these things getting sucked out of the air and into that HEPA filter ×2 because you're getting 2 filters. And then in terms of heating and cooling, we've got another amazing demonstration to show you because this is a great thing to see on your screen. With Dyson, it can either be diffused throughout the entire room or jet focused. And this is a great way to kind of illustrate that as well. We took a common type of heater, Gemma. I think a lot of people have seen this. We've actually got it cranked all the way up to maximum. But the problem with these is they blow up and that's it. They don't actually move the air around the room. So it's on high and look at the temperature. It's only at 69. So we took the same temperature, same setting on the Dyson HP02, right next to it, turned it on, and look at the temperature readout that we get on that one. A nice, warm 85 degrees. So the point being, you're investing in something that works, that you get immediate gratification. You don't have to wait hours for the heat to fill the room and then pay the bill when it comes later. This is gonna do all the work for you. And think of all the other types that you now don't have to have. You don't need these big tower fans to cool because this also will cool. You don't need these ones that do nothing. They heat up your feet or cool your feet, and then you put them on a tabletop, Gemma, and they're shaking around and it's dangerous. You don't want little tails or little hands getting into that. We have all different types of heaters and air purifiers. Everything you see can be wrapped into one sleek, beautiful little Dyson package, and that's why we love this so much. The value is tremendous. It's already a customer pick. Even our usual HSN price is at $499, so that's $100 savings today with our smart deal. But the real value is looking at retail because Dyson is a global brand. Anywhere else you would look, just the unit alone is $599, and then we're sending you a second HEPA filter, a $70 value coming included. So you had mentioned to me, Gemma, you're looking at least 2 years of not having to think about changing out that filter.
Absolutely. So the filter is designed in such a way that you could use this for 12 hours a day, every single day, and it will last you a year. But again, if you pop it on that auto mode, it's only going to purify when the machine monitors and sees that it needs to purify. So you could even get a little bit longer out of it. I'm going to show you my filter. You
Okay.
can see right here that such a difference.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
hold it close, and you can see the captured dust. I mean, talk
Yes.
about me being so honest. That to me is a great visual, because this was in my machine. It was actually in the room where the dogs spend a lot of their time. And you can just see the difference. And what peace of mind that brings us. We know not to drink a dirty glass of water. We know to clean the floor surfaces and other surfaces in our home, but we can often forget the air. Now, the endorsement from the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America gives us such pride, because we cannot purchase that. It's not something that we can buy ourselves.
Yeah.
And again, with this unit, we're combining it with the air multiplication technology, which we'll show you in a moment in the studio, that's going to project that purified air across your room. So it's not just cleaning around the unit, it's really reaching into the corners of your room and making sure that you're circulating that purified air, whether it's in the heating mode or the cooling mode.
Well, I just want to explain what's about to happen before it happens, because we've got the Dyson on the other side of the room. We drop the lights, and we're just going to blow a smoke machine. The Dyson's already on, but we do it so you can see how far the air is reaching. This is wild. If I didn't know any better, I feel like I should be in a dance video right now. But
absolutely,
think about that. It's such a small, sleek little machine, and you can visually now see how it's taking in the air and multiplying it, pushing out more, whether that's a warm rush of air. It is freezing in some places right now. My poor sister told me it was 6 degrees today when she was driving home from the grocery store, Gemma. So if you need that heat to work quickly and not have to heat the whole home, you might want to pick this up. But then in the summertime, when it's hot out and everybody has a hot room in the house, what a nice way to get quick cooling. It's so neat to be able to visually see how Dyson basically throws the air around the room.
Absolutely, and the air multiplication technology is patented to Dyson. So the air that's drawn in the base and projected out, it's around 15 times the amount of air drawn in. But that projection capability just allows you to sit in your favorite chair, be in your bed at home, and know you don't have to sit next to the machine in order to feel the benefit.
Yeah.
I wonder if you spotted the remote control, those of you at home, because it's magnetized and curved, so it lives atop, just as Michelle's pointing out. So all the features that we're describing are all activated through that handy remote, but everything is demonstrated by an image. You don't have to read a book, or there's no class to take. It's very, very user-friendly. The engineers at Dyson do all the complicated technological stuff, so all we get to do is enjoy the machine itself. And I have to mention that auto mode. You pop it on auto, you set it and forget it. Red for heating, blue for cooling, and you're good to go.
So it can sense in the room when it needs to kick on or kick off. And that is just really smart technology. And I will let you know, if you're just joining us, so it's a smart deal. Smart deals are fairly new around the network. They are like a Today Special in terms of the value you're getting. In this case, a $270 savings off of retail is a tremendous savings, but they are temporary. So what's happening right now, we have 3 colors. We have black, white in the middle, and on the end, that color is called iron. Already, iron is getting into the limited quantity. We've got about 300 left for everyone who's watching. We do reach millions of homes. We've had this as a smart deal for a few days now. I don't know how long they last. They never tell us. It's like, it's a surprise. We never know when the smart deal is going to go away, but I just want to keep you, aware of what's happening. So if you do want the iron, that is our most limited. The white is beautiful as well. It's very fresh and clean. And then we also have the black, which is sleek. I like too, Gemma, being bladeless. Lots of benefits to that. Easy to clean, much safer. I mean, these are so quiet, you wouldn't even know that this is on right now. Pretty neat.
Absolutely. There's a UK program called the Quiet Mark, and it's really encourages companies to be noise conscious. So that means that when you're using the machine, you're not having to feel like you're sitting on a runway, even though it utilizes technology that is, you found in an airplane or a jet engine. Now, the bladeless technology, again, the patented Dyson technology means that it's safe for little fingers, little toes, little tails. It's easy to clean, just a dry or damp cloth, no solvents. Very simple. But also, I want to show you this other safety feature. I'm going to just topple it over. Not that you would do this, but I just want to show you it automatically switches off. Dyson solves problems other people ignore, including thinking of safety features that would provide that peace of mind.
Right.
Now, the heating function on here, I want to mention, you can select from 33 degrees to 99, and this will maintain the temperature. So those extra safety features, again, provide that peace of mind when you're using a heater.
Wow. And don't you love to, you don't have to get one of those huge, cumbersome pieces that you have to roll into whatever room you're in, or sometimes they've got big hoses, you gotta hook it up, you know, to a window just to get the heating or the cooling. There's no water to empty or add. It really is true simplicity. You plug it in and you choose what features you want on the remote control. You can tilt it, it oscillates, or you can do the jet focus, which is really nice if you want it just focused in one area. This is showing you the temperature range. So again, it's heating, cooling, and air purification all at the same time. It is whisper quiet. You can set timers. The auto mode that Gemma mentions is a really cool feature. I mean, that's like setting your own thermostat. It's just constantly monitoring the room. It knows when to kick in to purify the air, to heat, or to cool. You don't really have to think about it at all. It's not a huge piece either. It only weighs 8.6 pounds, and it's 24.9 inches high. So think about that in terms of portability as well. So you really can put it anywhere that you want to. You could take it from room to room. This idea of zone heating and zone cooling, I think, is really catching on lately, Gemma, not just because it's more energy efficient, but it's more efficient for our budgets as well. It costs a lot of money to constantly heat or cool a house, and this is an idea that you've seen how far it can multiply the air. You can really keep everyone comfortable in the entire room for a fraction of that cost and then purify the air at the same time.
And the difference is as well that it's effective and efficient. So I'm a relatively new homeowner, only a few years here. And we recently got a thermostat about a year ago that will tell me how long it will take for me to reach my temperature that I've chosen. And it normally ranges between an hour and a half and 2 hours. Well, by that point, I've gone and put on an extra pair of socks, another pair of sweatpants, and even a sweater. This, however, is effective and efficient. So you select your favorite temperature, you put it on jet focus, and you're going to feel that warm air pretty instantaneously. Again, it's an intelligent thermostat, just like we would find at our home thermostats, but this one is also portable because you can take it from room to room and do that zone heating. And also you're going to feel the benefit pretty immediately. Yeah. I live here in Florida and we have those cold mornings, so we're not prepared with our heating ready to go. And this has saved me many times.
Yes, and then by the afternoon it's hot again. So you don't want to be turning the heat on and off. And then the air purification is a big deal because you also get that. So look at this. This is a chamber filled with smoke, and we do smoke because you can visually see what happens. So I am standing behind it. I don't know if you can see me or not. I can barely see through it. We just turned it on, and it takes about 10 seconds. I mean, you can already see the air moving and being pulled through that HEPA filtration. Hi, everybody. Here I am. But we do this to show you how efficient it is, because seeing is believing. And I'll tell you, my husband especially, he has really bad allergies. And before we got an air purifier, he would wake up and he would have the stuffy nose, the itchy throat. You'd see dust everywhere in the house because it just settles on things. An air purifier is gonna take the job that your lungs have to do and make it easier for you. It's gonna filter all of that air first. And you've seen how Dyson moves the air. So think about that. If anyone in your home suffers asthma or allergies, or maybe you just want it for pet odors, for dust flying around, there's lots of reasons to want an air purifier in your home. I mean, just thinking about the things that it can filter out, mold and dust mites, bacteria, smoke. I mean, these are things that we don't necessarily think about on a day-to-day basis, but you do notice it when it's being filtered out of the air, I've got to say.
Absolutely. And to be completely candid, before I had this relationship with Dyson, I didn't really understand the whole purification, because we know not to drink a dirty glass of water. We know that when our floor surfaces or tables or anything other surface in our home is dirty, but we forget about the air that we breathe. And the American Lung Association informs us that we take about 20,000 breaths a day. You don't get a break from that. If you notice a dirty spot on the floor, you can go around it. You don't get a break from breathing. So there's nothing I do more. And with us spending so much time at home, the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, lets us know that the air inside our home can be up to 5 times worse than the air outside because we trap it in with the closed doors and windows, especially during the wintertime. Yeah. So what this does, it provides that peace of mind. You've got a 360 glass HEPA filter. It's not HEPA-like, it's actual HEPA, pleated to capture the pollutants on the outside, the particles, the pollen, the dust, the pet dander, and then you've got the active graphite filter on the inside, which captures the odors and the gases and the smoke. So it's a double whammy. But then we're combining it with our air multiplication technology. So we don't just clean around the unit, we project that purified air across your room. combining it with the tilt function and the oscillation, you're really reaching into the corners of your room and really enjoying that purified air.
So smart, this design, and you can really see it on the unit itself, that it's taking in that air all the way around. It's not just, oftentimes air purifiers, it's like one little panel in the back that's pulling in air. This is all the way around the unit. So you get to enjoy cleaner, fresher air, whether it's warm or cool throughout your house. So it really is every day, every season, year-round use. It's a great investment to make in your family. If you want to get this, so Kevin, you said 2,000 of these have been sold so far. We just started this smart deal a couple of days ago. 2,000 gone already, and how many? So we are 2/3 of the way through our quantity. We've only got about 1,000 of these left now, especially the one on the end. If you wanna pick that one up, that is called Iron. That is our most limited. Just a few moments ago, I told you we had a little over 300. We now have 250 remaining in the iron color. In the middle is the white. The white is gorgeous. It's super clean looking. I think it would go with any type of decor because you're gonna have this out. You want it to look nice and sleek in your home. So white is a beautiful option. And then we also have it in black. And I've gotta tell you, you are getting one filter and a second. You're getting 2 filters. There's one inside and you're getting a second one. This is a $70 value. The unit itself is a $600 value. This is Dyson, global brand. You can find them all over the place in all different types of home stores. But look at the value we have for you. That's $669 you would have to spend today out in retail. We have got it at a $270 savings. So take advantage. 5 flex payments, free shipping, that's another $17 savings. And if you happen to have the HSN credit card, this does qualify for 12-month VIP financing. That means you have a full 12 months to pay it off, interest-free. So it'd be $33.33 as long as you pay it off within that 12-month period, 0 interest. And then you get it home and you have a full 30 days to try it. So whether you need the heating, the cooling, the air purification, it absolutely will do it all. It's a name we trust. You've got a 2-year warranty on this as well. There's no reason not to get it home and try it out. And then you don't have to have a fan, a heater, an air purifier, different filters for this. It's hard to clean, they're big and bulky. You've got one unit that does absolutely everything. And visually, you can really see the power that this has. Gemma, you had mentioned how this can have that jet focus. So a lot of these types of heaters and coolers, this one, for example, I think we've seen this a lot. It's cranked up to maximum, but this is where all of the heat is blowing out. And by the way, that's not purified air in the heat that's coming out, but it's going straight up. And if you look at the thermometer here, it's not cool or heating the room. We're at 70 degrees right now. We've got this cranked all the way, right? We put the Dyson on the same temperature level, and wouldn't you know it, it actually blows the heat where you want it. So we just turned this on. In fact, I think I accidentally turned it off. So I'll turn it back on for you guys so you can see there. Now it's on. And actually this will it'll be a great example for you to see how quickly it works.
You're gonna see it in real time,
so
like climb up.
Let me make sure it's on, see it's so quiet. Oh yeah, okay, it's on. Oh look, it already jumped 1 degree. So we'll check this and give it maybe 60 seconds. I'm telling you, this is the power of Dyson. This is why we love the technology. We love the innovation. You see it's jumping before your eyes. So think about that. You know, if you're gonna invest, and it is an investment, you want something for the long haul that works and does all the things. It's the ultimate multitasker.
Michelle, I love that you accidentally created that demo. You did it the other day, and I think it's absolutely brilliant because you're seeing in real time what it's like when you're working with engineers. We all know that heat rises, but what Dyson has done, they figured out a way to project that heated air. And thank you for showing us that because you can see that little egg just continue to climb.
We're already getting up to 80 degrees here, and it was 70 when I turned it on. So it's fast.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's really efficient and it's very effective, especially when you're chilly. There's nothing worse. And you showed that other egg with 70 degrees. I just remembered that. That's lower than what I keep my air conditioning in the middle of summer. I normally keep it at 72. That's freezing. But why that is because Dyson sends the heated air towards you before it even has a chance to rise. And again, you're able to select your favorite temperature from 33 to 99, and this will maintain that temperature. Now, the cooling fan has 10 individual speed settings. You can also use those in the heating mode as well, but that really gives you the customization for you and your usage. Now, when you come to taking it in your bedroom, you can actually have it switch off from 15 minutes to 9 hours, which is brilliant. If you're like me, chilly for the first hour, gets very hot, you can have it switch off for yourself. Then you can also press the night mode. This will dim the settings to a comfortable that it won't disturb you when you're sleeping. The lights will dim. And so you can really have this working for you, purifying your air, heating or cooling fan, even whilst you're sleeping. Talk about being productive.
That's right. And let's show you how far this can push the air. I'm on the other side. The Dyson's right over here. We're gonna put fog through it. The Dyson's already on.
Oh, I love that.
Are you kidding me? This is a 30-inch tall unit. I'm on the other side, and now you can actually see that is what it's doing to the air in your room or in your home. So you guys call it air multiplication at Dyson, which I think is such a smart, because it's actually blowing out more air than it's taking in, right?
Absolutely. It's around 15 times more air than drawn in, and you're getting that projection capability as well. So the design is function first, but then we've designed it in such a way that it will fit in with your decor. We don't want you to bury this in a closet, in an attic or a cellar or a basement. We want it to be out, ready for you to use. So all you need to worry about is what's your favorite temperature? Blue for cooling, red for heating, and you know it's always purifying.
Well, in our final minute, I'll give you all a quick rundown one more time. The iron getting very limited. So it was a couple minutes ago, I said we have about 250. We now have 200. So this is the iron on the end. It's a beautiful deep iron gray. If you want to get that one, we've got about 200 left. We've sold well over 2,000 of these already since we brought it in as a smart deal. This is the white in the middle. So you'll get the color we mentioned on the base and also on the sides of this beautiful bladeless heating and cooling system. And then this one is the black. Inside, it has one of these 360-degree true HEPA filters, okay? We're also gonna send you a second one. That's a $70 value. So you take a $600 value on the unit, a $70 value on the second filter we're including, and you are looking at $669.98 out in retail. Today, as a smart deal, you are going to save $270. It really is a great opportunity. If you've been waiting, looking for something like this is the time to